Hello everyone, welcome back to Best Chat with me Manisha. So we all love to sound like a pro when we speak in English. Hence, today I've got 30 most beautiful English words that you can use in your daily conversation. So let's begin. Just before we get started, don't forget to hit the bell icon and the subscriptions button. The purpose of today's video is to get you acquainted with the most beautiful English words. This will help you to improve your vocabulary. Also, you would sound like a native speaker when you speak in English. So let's begin. On number 1, we have the most beautiful word, elegance. Sounds just like the meaning of it. Elegance is a noun, and the meaning of this word is a quality of being pleasingly graceful and stylish in appearance or manner. Let's take an example of a peacock. A peacock is naturally beautiful and graceful in appearance. Similarly, a red rose also is beautiful and attractive, looks elegant. Let's look at an example. The bride walked in charm and elegance down the aisle. Word number 2 is eloquence. Eloquence is a noun. I love the pronunciation. Eloquence. Eloquence. It's just so elegant to pronounce eloquence. Well, the meaning of this word is skillful or fluent and persuasive writing or speaking. In other words, mastering any language with persuasive skills is eloquence. Now, this is found mostly in skillful politicians and marketing executives. His powerful eloquence got him many followers. On number 3, we have another beautiful word, pristine. Pristine. It's an adjective and it means something that is new or almost new, or it's in a very good condition. An example, the interviewee was dazzling in his pristine white shirt. On number 4, we have dulcet. Dulcet. It's an adjective again, and it means soothing or sweet sounding. Something that sounds beautiful to your ears and is soothing to your mind. It can be a sound of a soft rain or a music. An example, the dulcet baby babbles, the sighs and coos are mellifluous to the ears. Mellifluous is again another word for dulcet. On number 5, we have a mind-blowing word that is incandescent. Incandescent is an adjective and it means or refers to the bright lights or lamps in your room. For example, the incandescent lamps. It can also refer to something that is bright. An example, the mountain's snow-white peak was incandescent against the blue-gray sky. On number 6 is a magnificent word, sumptuous. Sumptuous. It's an adjective and it means something that is extremely costly, rich, and luxurious. You can use this word to refer or describe something right from your costly kerchief to your 5-star vacation. An example, the banquet at J.W. Marriott was a sumptuous and luxurious meal. On number 7, we have a brand new word, lassitude. Lassitude. It is a noun which means to be physically or mentally wearied. An example, he retired quickly to sleep because he was down with lassitude. On number 8 is one of my favorite words, gossamer. Gossamer is a noun. Gossamer is a fine, filmy substance or cobwebs spun by small spiders. An example, that old cottage had small and huge gossamers which caused a low visibility. Beautiful word number 9 is scintilla. Scintilla is a noun which means a tiny spark or a trace of a specified quality or feeling, a small part of something big. An example, a trace of happiness means a small sign of happiness. She had a scintilla of doubt on the strangers living downstairs. On number 10, we have euphoria. Euphoria is a noun and it means an experience of happiness or great pleasure and excitement. Now, there are certain social activities and certain natural things from which we can derive some sort of happiness or euphoria. For example, aerobics, singing, listening to music or making music, laughter, dance, and so on. Let's look at an example. The child was in a state of euphoria every time the music played. On similar lines, we have another incredible word on number 11. That is felicity. Felicity is a noun which means a state of being happy or extreme happiness or intense happiness. Let's look at an example. They were engrossed in the dubious felicity of celebration. On number 12 is my favorite, epiphany. Epiphany is a noun. It means the moment of truth. It's a time when you realize something or you can recognize the truth in front of you. An example, in grade 5, the girls had an epiphany that they were treated differently than the boys. On number 13, we have an excellent word, that is aplomb. Aplomb. Aplomb means a state of great coolness and composure under strain. For example, although the situation is not very calm, but you maintain your composure and your calmness in that situation. That is being aplomb. Let's look at an example. We ought to handle every situation with aplomb. This reminds me of a hilarious experience in my very first job, where we had an inspection and the boss was just running to and fro even more than the employees. He was not handling situation with an aplomb. Leaders are accountable for aplomb. People say that. The next word is apprehensive on number 14. Apprehensive is an adjective which means a feeling of anxiety or fear about future due to some evil that you think is possibly going to happen because of what you have experienced. Let's look at an example. Maria is still apprehensive about visiting her zoo due to the mishap she experienced last time. A great word on number 15 is banish. Banish is a verb. It means someone is sent to a secluded place from their residence or home as for a punishment. For example, a person is sentenced to an isolation, maybe in a forest or a different place other than their hometown. An example, the king was banished to the forest of Arden. This sentence is taken from As You Like It, written by Shakespeare. On number 16 is brackish. Brackish is an adjective which means slightly salty. Food can be salty, water can be salty. Let's look at an example. Brackish water is not good for your skin and hair. Beautiful word number 17 is assemblage. Assemblage. Assemblage is a noun and it means an assembly or gathering, or collection of a person or a thing. You can also say that it is an act of gathering or it's a state of being gathered. For example, if you talk about an assembly of people or a gathering of people, the example would be, I remember the daily prayer assemblages we had in our school. Now this example was about the gathering of persons. Now in case of gathering of a thing or a state of being gathered, let's look at an example for that. She made artistic assemblages from different scraps and junk. Word number 18 is brood. Brood. Brood is a verb which means to think, and not just think but think deeply about something or about a subject that really worries you and it matters a lot to you, and you're filled with anxiety about what's really going to happen in the future. So you think deeply, worried. Let's look at an example. He brooded over the subject over 1,000 times. On number 19, we have a brilliant word which is bucolic. Bucolic. Bucolic is an adjective and it means in a beautiful rural setting. It can also refer to the life of a country or something pleasant about the country. I love to have a house in a rustic setting. I love to have a house in a bucolic setting. Let's look at an example. The church in the woods is best for its bucolic setting. On number 20, we have demure. Demure. It's an adjective which describes a person as shy, reserved, or modest and quiet. For example, she was a demure young lady. On number 21, we have a beautiful word which is effervescent. Effervescent. Effervescent is an adjective which describes a person as bubbly, happy, and enthusiastic. Let's look at an example. Young people are known to be effervescent. Another great word on number 22 is gamble. Gamble. This word is a verb and it has the letters B-O-L, but it sounds similar to the word ending with B-L-E. However, let's look at the meaning of this word. Gamble means to run, to jump with excitement because you're very exultant and happy. For example, whenever I'm in, my pet gambles around the house. On number 23, we have a noun which is harbinger. Harbinger means a messenger of future events, a person or a thing which brings the message of future events. For example, some birds are harbingers of different seasons. On number 24, we have a beautiful word and this is specific to a woman. It is ingenue. Ingenue. Now this word is very unique in the sense that it is pronounced as ingenue, but when you write it, the letter in the beginning is I. It's ingenue. Ingenue means a woman who has no sophistication or has little experience. You can't be an ingenue all your life. On number 25, we have another beautiful word and it sounds posh when you say it. Can you guess that? It's leisure. Leisure. It's a noun. It means one's free time or when you're not occupied or the time when you're free. For example, I'll call you in my leisure time. On number 26, we have another great word which is listen. Listen. Listen is an adjective which means slender, thin, and beautiful. Her lissom and supple body moved swiftly on the music. On number 27, we have a mind-blowing word that is mellifluous. Mellifluous. It's an adjective which means something that is sweet sounding and pleasant to ears. An example, I'm enchanted with the mellifluous singing of the birds every morning. On number 28, we have ripple. Ripple. Ripple is a noun. It's a wave or series of waves on the surface of the water. It is caused by the breeze or an object dropping into it. The dolphin dived in, leaving many ripples on the water. Ripple is also a type of ice cream with wavy lines of colored flavored syrup running through it. An example, a family block of raspberry ripple. On number 29, we have a beautiful word in terms of pronunciation. Seraglio. Seraglio. Seraglio is a noun. It means a rich, luxurious and oriental palace. An example, Sarah always dreamt to live in a seraglio. On number 30, we have a new word which is wafture. Wafture. Wafture is a noun. It is an act of waving. It's a gesture of saying goodbye. Wafture is a gesture of goodbye. There can be quiet waftures when you are sentimental or emotional. You do a painful wafture when you send an SOS or you're painfully departing from somebody or someplace. An example, with quiet wafture of the hand, the soldier left his home for the war. I hope that you have liked the video, and if you have, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Now quickly put down your favorite word in the comment section below. If you want to improve your pronunciation, you can check out my latest videos on pronunciation. Remember to practice these words. This is going to help you improve your vocabulary. Bye for now and happy watching.